Sports College Football. Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Welcome to College Station, Texas. Kyle Field over the 12th man and the Texas A&M Aggies. As we'll see, the number 8 team in the country, the LSU Tigers, taking on the 21st ranked team in the land, the Texas A&M Aggies. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. LSU ready to kick it away to get things started. Looking for blockers. Cross the 25 to the 26 before going out of bounds, and that's where the offense will go to work. Will get to him at the 25.
And I don't know if he made the right decision there or not. You could tell he could have given the football to the running back, but he chose to keep it, and it just got strung out down the right side and nowhere to go. I'll tell you what, better defense than bad decision-making by that quarterback.
And the Aggies now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Pulls it in. It's Williams. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
Under fire. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
How about this defense coming out the gates, first drive, getting to the quarterback. They wanted to affect the quarterback, make him feel uncomfortable. Already 2 sacks on this first drive.
He wants to change this route. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
The hardest thing to do in football is to play on the road. So you want to get those fans as quiet as possible. That is a great opening possession for this defense. Not giving up any big plays and forcing the 4th down.
Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. Barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. The give to the lone running back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to throw, it's Nussmeier. Pocket breaking down. Rush coming in high, and they got him at the 29. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots. Read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. So the last thing you want to do is start the game, first drive, go 3 and out. They won't do that here. They might go 4 and out, but they'll try to convert here. So we're scoreless, their first drive of the game, and this coach is wasting no time taking a gamble by going for it on fourth down in his own territory. Bringing the heat. Hit as he throws. That ball never had a chance, and they'll turn it over on downs.
You know, offensively in that situation, fourth down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They keep it.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. Really need to find a productive play this time on second and long. He might want another play. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Wants to go up top. Unloads it left. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Makes the grab. Defense right there, and they are set up at the 14. Texas A&M will snap it in the red zone. Looking to throw, it's Reed. Dances away. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Man, this offense, they gotta find something. They gotta get in the rhythm somehow. So far, no success, not protecting the quarterback. Really, the only good thing I can say so far is they haven't turned the football over.
Touchdown, Aggie! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6. And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. To the air on first down. Throws for the tight end. Finds a man on the left. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense.
It's a really nice play there. The thing about this guy, he forces the defense to have to stay disciplined. You just can't take a play on. He reminds me of an old LSU quarterback that I used to play against, Hurt Tyler. He was a guy that could hurt you throwing the ball, but he was also shifty and he could extend plays. We had a great defensive
There he goes. And he's brought down after a nice gain. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. New set of downs after the completion. Dropping back, it's Nussmeier. Quickly complete. At the 20, he's got space. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. The extra point here would tie the game.
And that is just outstanding execution on that pass play. Great route by the receiver. Good timing on the throw by the QB. Receiver catches it in stride, turns on the jets, and is gone.
Surely they're going to kick this thing away. Tied in the second quarter. They're lined up for an onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
We're only in the first half, and I don't think anybody had onside kick in the second quarter on their bingo card. They were trying to catch the opponent off guard, but it didn't work. Now let's find out what this offense can do. You have got to make them pay for gambling.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. He'll start this drive firing. Setting up the screen. He'll be pushed out of bounds at about the 33-yard line.
Those screen plays, you really want to sell it, get it to your running back, and get him to the second level. Get him running full head of steam on a safety, on a linebacker. He almost got going, but just got tackled before he could really do any damage.
Using his feet. And this one will be stopped for no gain. A third down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. Quarterback may change this route. From the gun on third down. Caught near the sticks. It's Bussey. Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. Scanning the field, it's Reed. Now improvising. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. The offense burns its third and final timeout of the half. These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. Quickly to the tight end. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work. Texas A&M back to work with another first down. Wants to go up top on first down. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Perfect timing. Got there right when the ball got there. Didn't get there a little bit early. Saving the touchdown. Nice timing by that defender.
Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. The second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. Oh, he dropped it. He had the pick in his hands and a chance for one of his patented big plays, and he couldn't hang on. It'll be fourth down. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And with that field goal, they now have the lead. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Back to throw, it's Nussmeier. Good timing on the quick out. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it.
He's loose. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to throw on 1st down. Release to the back. Got him in the open. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. Splits the uprights. Good. And guys, that field goal draws us even as we get close to halftime. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Might be calling a hot route. Looking to throw on 1st down. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. Texas A&M ready to kick it away to get the 3rd quarter started. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Starts from their own 25-yard line. Oh, he's got a chance. His junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Didn't find much running room on 1st down. 2nd and 8 from their own 27. To the air, it's Nussmeier. Catch in the middle, it's Durham. They finally get to him, and what a play there to pick up the 1st down.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the 1st down.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Space downfield. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. Stuck with a running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. To the air on 2nd down. Got the quick pass. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Well, that's one the DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
The 12th man more than standing at the ready. They are bringing the heat on 3rd down. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Unfazed by that earlier 4th down failure and will try for a 2nd time in this one. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs.
And those 4th down stops are so huge for momentum to turn the ball back to your offense. Great pass defense, seeing the ball, breaking on it, swatting it down so the receiver couldn't make a play. Nice job by this defense.
He just got rid of the football. Not sure what he was doing, and they're going to get him for grounding. So So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They'll line up for a second down play. Looks as if he's going to run it. Showing off the arm. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
Oh, they're after him. Cannot get away. It is a huge sack, and I can't imagine what he was thinking on that play. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. Second time today they've been forced to punt. Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. The hand to the running back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Now, how about that defense in the backfield? Nowhere to go right away. You could tell they were playing the run game all the way, and they got in the backfield and got the tackle for a loss.
Wants to throw. It's Nussmeier. Catch in the middle. It's Durham. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
It's really nice when you're an offensive coach and you can basically attack the whole field. When you got an arm like this and you can just, boom, put it on the line. It's really nice to have.
Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. They'll try to sneak it. And the Tigers have it with a 1st and 10. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, I'm going to be curious to see this offense down the stretch. That's back-to-back runs. This is a pivotal part of the game. We're in the 4th quarter. Like, what are they going to lean on? What weapon are they going to go to find a way to get across the finish line?
The Tigers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Moves around to clear up the vision. Trying to escape and get it himself. They get him on the ground. Didn't see anything downfield, but made a little something out of it.
And that's exactly what this defense is going to have to do late in this football game. They understand the situation. They're in the full 2-minute drill. They're playing pass, but understanding the quarterback can still run. Nice job playing pass, playing coverage first, protecting yourself, and then rallying to the football and getting the quarterback on the ground.
Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening.
Well, defensively, you've got to have an answer for this athletic quarterback. You've got to do a better job containing him in the pocket, or you've got to have a spy ready to make the play and get a tackle if he decides to get out. But everything went wrong there. Not only did he get the first, but you also let him get out of bounds and stop the clock.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound. No matter who gets the football, we're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
And they decide to trot out the kicker. And this field goal might not lock the game away, but you'd be able to hear the tumblers clicking. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good game before the stop is made. They get the timeout and the clock reads 3 seconds. And they'll have to settle for a field goal Texas for the lead. And the kick is good. His third field goal of the game, and 3 is the magic number for the win. When you deal with a rivalry game, you have to live with the outcome for a full year. And this one is going to rest in their minds for the entire season going into next year.
And it's not going to sit well with them losing.
Welcome to College Station, Texas. Kyle Field over the 12th man and the Texas A&M Aggies. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Texas Longhorns, taking on the 21st ranked team in the land, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Texas A&M about to boot it away to start this game. Fielded in the end zone. It's Moore. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Back to throw, it's Manning. Wasting no time taking a shot. Intercepted. Taking it the other way. Able to stay on his feet and get the ball to the 21-yard line.
That is not how you drew it up offensively. You want to come out, get some things established, get your quarterback in a rhythm, get the positive mojo going. The opposite just happened. Just made a big mistake. Now you just created so much momentum for the other team. Defense, please come and bail me out.
This offense has it with really good field position. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Great place to start for this offense. Here we go. Going to try to get it himself. Got enough space. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Aggies. When they have something to cheer about here, this Kyle Field crowd is the most choreographed group in all of college football.
They've got so many chants and cheers that I had no clue about Reese until we visited. And you see it's choreographed, it's perfect together. And how about this choreographed start? Exactly how they drew it up early, getting this place going bananas.
Coming out with it, it's Moore. He's brought down to the 16, would have been much better off to take the touchback. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Pressure coming. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Wide open downfield. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Burnt Orange burning some secondaries, working this guy down the field.
Making those big plays down the field. Texas, when you think about great teams, you think about explosive playmakers, making those big plays, keeping those defenses on their heels.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Looking for a man. It's Manning. Finds his big tight end. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
He makes a catch. It's a seam wide open. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
They'll run it from the gun. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And that defender was just smothering the quarterback on that screen attempt. You know, the QB's taught to hold on to it until the last possible second. He had no shot trying to negotiate that defender.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
On 4th and 9, the offense will stay on the field. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
Timing has to be so good. You're throwing at his own defense over the middle of the field. Ball's got to come out specifically on time because these windows close really quickly. Ball there thrown a little bit late. As a result, it's an INT.
We'll see what they can do on this drive as it starts at the 8. Looking for a man. It's Reed. Under fire. He'll blow it down. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Caught over the middle. It's Craver. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket. Threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
The Aggies with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wants to fire on 2nd down. That one never had a chance. Incomplete. For a quarterback, those mechanics need to be second nature, but sometimes they can get a little rushed.
Yeah, and we've seen that. We've had spin sessions on the field before games with Jesse, and just gets on that back foot a lot and just can't stay consistent at all. It might be the hair gel, weighing him down, but that back foot just starts to slide in there. Mechanics get bad, sloppy.
What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Wouldn't call it a shank, but I don't think he'll include it on his greatest hits. And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds.
Texas A&M 7, Texas 0.
So first down here as they go back to work. Looking downfield, it's Manning. He's got it. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves him with second and short.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
And the Longhorns in a good spot here with second and short. They'll run it from the gun. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Well, it's an offense that prides themselves on being physical. No mystery there. You need 1 yard, turn around, hand it off, let him go to work.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Looking down the middle. Got him downfield. This tight end just creates matchup problems no matter how you try to defend him.
How about the catch radius on him, too? So as a quarterback, you don't have to be perfect when throwing it to him. You just got to get it somewhere in his vicinity, and he can come up with the catch.
Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. The Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. They've got the screen set up. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
And there you go. You see, you don't have to throw bombs to get big plays in the passing game. Just screen it to your running back. As soon as he catches it, he gets upfield. And how about the downfield blocking by these linemen and the wide receivers as they rip off that explosive run.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. And into the end zone, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Texas! The best way I can think of to describe this cat, he's like a human get-out-of-jail-free card. He'll make it work no matter the circumstance.
And so as a defense, Reese, I mean, you've got to be aware of what this guy is doing at all times. I mean, if he's not just staying in the pocket and he takes off, you've got to have bodies flying to the football. Stop worrying about these wide receivers because this guy's dangerous with his legs.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Dropping back, it's Reed. Quickly complete. Base to grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Fires to the tight end. They get him on the ground at the 36 after a pickup of 5. They'll rush to the line. Clock stops with a first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. To the air on first down. Trying to make magic with his feet. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. Wants to go up top on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, he makes the play. It's intercepted. Going the other way, and he's got room. He's out of bounds, showing off the hands on the pick, and then the nifty moves on a terrific return.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the grab. To running room. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. That one's sort of like a shooter in basketball, just needing to see one go through the net, isn't it, David? Just get a completion to your guy and pick up some yardage.
Build some confidence, because your confidence throwing the ball over the middle of the field and in tight windows, probably not at an all-time high, but check it down, make something positive happen. The running back does his job, so maybe
He can't corral the pitch. The ball's on the ground. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
When you run the option, you run the risk of putting the ball on the deck, and especially once that thing starts to string out, the defense does a really good job playing assignment football. Man on a man, I got the quarterback taken care of, and you could tell, had the running back taken care of too. Nowhere to go with that pitch, and they forced the turnover.
The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together.
Quarterback gets sacked at his own 2-yard line. Give the defense a ton of credit. They were going for the safety, and they almost got it. Great effort up front by the D.
Throws to the wideout. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
He'll try to... Oh, out of space. There he goes. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going.
Usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage.
Gonna let it fly. Grabs it inside the 15. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. One more snap coming before halftime. Looking downfield, it's Reed. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock. And in the closing moments of the first half, they'll try to put a 3 spot on the board. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead. We're just about ready to start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Looking to throw on first down. Finds the tight end. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
And that just shows you the team speed this defense has. As soon as they identify who's got the ball, they are around and surrounding that ball carrier so quickly.
We'll see if they can dig one up that goes forward this time on second down from the 18. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And I like that a lot by this defense, like understanding this guy's a threat. He's already shown you he will take off and run the football, treating him like a running back, playing pass, but understanding that can happen, rallying to the football and getting him on the ground.
Wants to adjust the pattern. On fourth down, they'll throw for it. And the incomplete pass, they roll the dice. Snake eyes.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. And for this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a first down.
Well, and the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring either. But if you can find that one thing get that one positive play, and then maybe you get those juices going, and something can start to build.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning them.
Touchdown, Longhorns! They take the lead with the 6.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in their running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On design runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And it was finished off with a quarterback sneak. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Might be changing the route. To the air, it's Reed. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but 2nd down coming.
And this offense is they've struggled to get in a rhythm. And I like they take a shot down the field, but interesting to see how they can maybe get some easy completions for this quarterback and get him in a little bit of a rhythm.
2nd down, he'll throw it. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
Well, we've seen this offense struggle early in this game, protecting the quarterback. They went in at halftime, thought they'd made the right adjustments, but it's not looking like it right now. They're still having issues keeping this guy standing up straight. Up front, they're just getting beat across the board.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Got a man, it's Craven. He works his way to the 21-yard line, not enough to pick up the first down. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Slithers into space. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down.
They just must be so nice to be such a good athlete and to realize 4th down, I want to pass the football, nobody open, I got this. I can take off, I trust myself, and he gets the first down. And these are the ones that just frustrate, annoy defenses by 4th down on your own side of the field, and he just took matters into his own hands.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
Texas 14, Texas A&M 10.
With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. Looking to throw, it's Reed. Fires to the wideout. There were serious revolutions on that 3rd down pass, but it's incomplete.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down. And
here we go. Down a score. They'll go for it on 4th down. quarterback making adjustments. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, at the worst possible time. Looking for more room. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
What an amazing play by the defense. Not only do you get the interception, but you completely flip the field. And how about the open field running by that guy once he made the pick?
The offense likely to lean on the run to milk this clock. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. Touchdown, Texas! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And both sides of the ball late in the football game coming together. Defense forces the turnover. Offense punches it in. 2-possession lead in this fourth quarter.
And the extra point is up and good, and they have an 11-point fourth quarter lead. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. To the air. It's Reed. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
This has been a bit of the story of this game so far, is this quarterback's running ability and whether or not the defense can stop them. They got the play there. They were able to get a sack, rally to him, and get one of the faster quarterbacks you'll see in college football down on the ground. This guy already has over 40 rushing yards in this game, so he has had some success, but I think a big key now moving forward is how does this defense stop him?
And I tell you what, I know it's little when these QBs miss and the ball's not right to them, but man, it makes such a difference with yards after the catch. And in this case, even catching the football, it was just a little bit off, and it just made it a little bit difficult for his...
Wide open space! Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. And the Aggies will hustle to the line. Looking downfield on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Gonna look downfield again. Fires to the big fella. Oh, they knock him free. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And this really puts it out of reach. I mean, it was already a tall order, and you had to be aggressive in this situation. But now, with this turnover, this one's all but over.
So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. The give as they work on that clock. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Turning on the Jets. Touchdown, Longhorns! He got loose, and it was lights out after that. That score looks as if this one might have put it a little too far out of reach.
Yeah, this game's pretty much over. That was just the icing on the cake. But, you know, speaking of cake, I'm kind of hungry. Can we get out of here? Can we finish this game so I can go get something to eat?
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the fourth. That drive took no time at all. A couple of plays and finished it with a long run for the touchdown. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Back to pass, it's Reed. Here's a throw downfield late. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success.
And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
This quarterback has been under duress all game long. He's one of the best in the country, and he's used to having his way. He's the one who's used to dictating to opposing defenses, but that has not been the case in this game. Here we are late. He's still under pressure, taking a sack there.
And he can't grab the bullet pass on third down.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage.
And that is interception number 3 on the day. He'll try to take it back. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Texas!
Number 6.
Yeah, and how about that, man? 4th down, trying to go make a play, get this offense going, get it sparked, get some points on the board, and that couldn't have gone any worse. They throw the pick. Not only that, they return it all the way back for 6. That offense just shot themselves right in the foot.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown.
Texas A&M, 10.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down.
You know, a lot of offensive coordinators script the first, 5 to 10 to 15 plays. You don't usually draw that up for inside your own 10. Bad field position to start. This offense needs to come out, get a few positive plays first to get out the shadow of your own end zone.
Dropping back, it's Reed. Right down the middle. It's incomplete. And I tell you, this sophomore quarterback's lucky to get that one back.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Bussey. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Offense changing the play. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Finds a man by himself. Oh, he's got some space. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Craven. They make the stop, and the clock strikes 0, and that will do it for this one. The week has been immersed in midnight yells, barbecue smells, a sea of crowds. Welcome, everyone, to Williams-Brice Stadium, home of the South Carolina Gamecocks. As we'll see, the number 8 team in the country, the LSU Tigers, taking on the 12th-ranked team in the land, the South Carolina Gamecocks. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. bring it out. It's Thomas. Makes a move. Just barely able to stop him. He almost housed that baby. The nice return there. That last line of coverage is the only thing that stopped him from scoring. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Looking for space. It's Durham. Found enough room to get it into enemy. Territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
You want to settle everybody in on the road? You want to take the nerves away? Run the football. Really, really good job. The offensive line, they're physical and nasty. They're not nervous. They're not worried about this crowd getting loud. They just want to hit you right in the mouth, and they started the game off with some good physicality.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. To the ground. He's got it again. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground. Pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Here comes the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
The offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
To the air, it's Nussmeier. Safe completion on the screen. Crosses the 30, he's got away. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks at 1st down.
Great job, too, by the QB there, holding the ball as long as possible, allowing the pass rush to get upfield, and at the very last second, getting it to his guy so that he can go get the 1st down.
Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking for the end zone. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the 1st.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. What that means is keeping 3rd downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play call.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. It's on target and complete. That'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal from the 10. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer. But you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
All right, offense has got to be better. You've done a nice job getting the football to this point in the red zone, but now you can't go backwards. You've got to be able to get rid of the football if it's not there, and that was a terrible play giving up the sack.
This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day.
And how about that? That's already the 3rd target this guy has had on the opening drive of the game. He is a big factor for their success throwing the football. He's got to win the matchups. Even though that one goes incomplete, they got to keep throwing him the ball.
He'll take a shot. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. is no good. Kicker tried to tack a few more on the scoreboard, guys, and couldn't do it.
You can't miss opportunities like that. You're playing on the road in a hostile environment. You're trying to seize momentum right out of the gate. You get a nice drive to start the game, and then you miss the field goal. You don't get any points to show for that. If they're going to win this one, guys, they've got to take advantage of those types of opportunities.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Well, as a quarterback, when you get to the outside, you know you don't have all day to throw it. You've got these defenders. They are coming. They're running at you hard, so you've got to do a better job getting the ball out quicker. That hit forced the incompletion.
Throwing on the run. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive. Now facing a third and long. They'll run play action. Escapes the sack. Gets away from one. Steps away. Keeps the play going. Shakes off the defender. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm as we start the second quarter. They are backing up their pregame words. Their first drive of the game, fourth down in their own end, and they're going for it. And they gambled in their own end, turn it over on downs, and now the other offense is set up.
Man, first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point in going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
Takes the handoff. It's Durham. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
Play action pass success has a lot to do with selling that thing. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Takes a hit as he fires. Makes the grab. He's brought down the one, a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find him.
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Tigers!
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the scoring play came on the 12-yard run. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Harbor. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Escapes trouble. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. We'll see if they can get a little better protection after the sack. It's 2nd and 12. Back to pass, it's Sellers. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the left. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
And on a corner route like that, the ball has got to come out quickly. That football is going to travel a long distance. So you got to get it out quick. You got to put enough air under the football so your receiver can locate it. Nice job executing between those two.
He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming in. There it is. Now on 2nd down. Back to pass. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Not much on that return, but I think they'll let him slide after making that pick, and they'll have it at the 20.
And that's the problem when you're living in 2nd and long situations. Sometimes the quarterbacks feel like they just got to go get it all back in one throw. That's what he was trying to do on that one. He forced it into traffic, and the defense made him pay, coming up with a huge interception.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
The Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Just a short pass to the tight end. At the 35, he's got room. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
And you just could not allow that to happen defensively, giving up a big play like that. They're going to need to now play with some sense of urgency if they're not going to give up any points here before the end of the half.
They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get him to the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
Not quite in rhythm there. Incomplete.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions. From go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you can tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
This senior shows some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. And the Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Caught behind the line. It's Anderson. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to throw, it's Nussmeier. Almost the D-lineman's dream, but he couldn't hang on. It'll be 3rd down.
And it's a really good job by this defense. Complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
It's as if you're engulfed in a space odyssey. Williams-Brice alive on 3rd down. Got it in the middle. It's Green. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. This is makeable field goal range here, but it looks as if they'll go for it on 4th down. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't work it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. Less than half minute to play here in the half. Let's see how aggressive they are on 1st and 10. Throws to the wideout. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. They'll immediately call timeout. Big play out of the gate to start this drive, and here they come again. To the air on 1st down. Snagged in the middle. It's Bennett. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Man, I love the catch radius on this guy. If you just put it somewhere near his body, he's going to be able to reel it in. That was a phenomenal job, showing you his athleticism and also his constant.
Makes the catch and a huge play on the left side. And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
Great job of execution in the passing game. QB and his target on the exact same page. The extra point now is going to tie this thing up. And they've got some real momentum here heading in at halftime.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle and he would have hit that thing. And that extra point leaves us deadlocked here in the second. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Looking to pass. It's Nussmeier. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. LSU will put foot to leather to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Harbor. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. Wants to go up top on first down. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover. And the quarterback just couldn't bring himself to pull the trigger and get rid of the ball, and they knock it free.
So let's give the secondary tons of credit, right, Reese? They were doing an outstanding job in the back end, in coverage, not allowing any receivers open, and that's why the QB had to keep holding it and keep holding it. That allowed the pass rush to get to him, and that created the turnover.
Fans are bringing the noise on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
You see all this movement in football now, all the stint in the defensive line. They're sliding right before the snap, creating confusion for the offensive line. Then they're moving back and stunting. Really good job by the defense. Continue to move, continue to stunt, continue to get in the backfield and make this life hard on this running back.
To throw, it's Nussmeier. Touchdown, Tigers! And that one will give them the lead.
Man, diving catches always look sweet, but they look even sweeter when it's for a touchdown. That's shades of Desmond Howard back in the day, winning a Heisman Trophy and making catches against Notre Dame. That was unbelievable.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Harbor. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. He'll get this drive going from the 17. He'll start this drive going to the air. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Rolling, throwing, looking right. Turning it on. At the 20. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
One of the things I love about this quarterback, David, is that he keeps his eyes downfield when he gets outside the pocket. He might have had an opportunity to take off running with that, but he knew he had an opportunity for an even bigger play. How about the run after the catch?
And that's great. You love that about the quarterbacks, but it's so frustrating when you got a guy that just breaks the contain of the pocket, breaks down your defense. Now you got to cover longer in the back end, and you can tell he comes free, he sees him, catches it, and walks right into the end zone.
Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Gonna run it. It's Durham. They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football. You can tell.
Back to throw, it's Nussmeier. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, that looked like he was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit, forcing the incompletion?
As the rooster crows, they are getting cocky and cockier on third down here. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed in the middle, it's Durham. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. That's exactly what they told us they wanted to limit, yards after the catch, and it pays off on this play.
And especially in these situations in third down when you know the ball's going to come out fast, understanding that, breaking on the football, going, making the tackle, and forcing the fourth down.
The offense in its own end still needing a couple of yards for the first down, but they'll stay out there and go for it on fourth. Tries to get it on the ground. Brought down, but looks as if LSU will pick up the first down.
Well, you got to have a lot of confidence in your offensive line to go forward in that situation of the field at this juncture of the game, but this head coach does, and his offense shows you why. Great job up front getting some push, and the running back knew exactly where he needed to go.
Quick completion to the right. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off cover. But you can tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle from us.
The sure hands, it's Brown. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. This is why you recruit dudes, right? Quarterback distributes, get the ball in the hands of playmakers, and let him do his thing.
Dude makes quarterback look good. I mean, you get it to him in space, and watch. He'll break the tackles. He'll make those plays, but nice job getting the ball out fast to his playmaker. And
there he goes. The ball pops out. That football must be riveted to your rib cage. How can you let it go? At least they fell on it.
Man, and this is why you practice 5 points of pressure with the football. You cannot put the ball on the ground. Doesn't matter how many defenders are around you or how hard you get hit. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win games.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
Well, you wonder that time if the QB was just forcing that one over to his running back. He's already made some catches in this game. The defense is aware of that, though, and that time they had outstanding coverage. There was no way that was going to be complete.
Final play of the quarter coming. Hand off from the shotgun. And he'll be stopped for no gain on the final play of the third quarter. Fourth quarter is coming up. After swapping ends of the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll big tight end. And this will be picked off. A costly turnover in a tie game. The return never really got started, but boy, he has set his team up at the 28. The defense was looking for a huge play in this tie game, and they have just given their team a great opportunity.
I think, Reese, at this point of the game, tied late, it's going to come down to who can make the most plays. The defense comes up with a massive play, creating that turnover. Outstanding job by the D. All 11 guys being on the same page, now putting their offense in great position.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Looking to throw, it's Sellers. Here's a heat. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Throws into the middle of the field. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
It's nice when a QB can get outside the pocket and break down a defense and take off, but I thought the defense did a really good job of seeing it, understanding where he was going, kind of mirroring him towards the sideline as he rolled out to the right. Didn't give him any space to run the football, covering the pass deep. Really nice defense on that play.
And the Gamecocks have it with a 1st and 10. Lost a throw on 1st down. Finds his man. It's Bennett.
You see it more and more. Smaller wide receivers. I don't care about their size anymore. I put them in the slot. I let them get a good matchup. They're so quick, people can't get their hands on them. They make plays, and I feed them the football. These are guys that have a lot of catches throughout a season.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Sets up the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Slings it downfield. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
After that incompletion, now 4th down in your own end. With this much time left, do you trust your defense to get a stop? That's the question you've got to ask yourself. If you don't, then you need to go for this right now, and you need to try to go win this game.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going to go for it on 4th down. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. Dances away to buy time. Got a wide open receiver. And that decision will be questioned for a while.
Great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
Here's the handoff. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Don't tell that to this defense, though. They played with great effort. They've gotten hats to the football, and they have been able to shut him down.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Catch in the middle, it's Anderson. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, never complain.
On the option. He'll pitch it. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. The defense calls the timeout. They're 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together.
And that's an interesting call by this offense, man. Like, they go with the run, try to maybe catch them off guard, pick up a few yards, but now decision time. 4th and medium. Does this offense want to now be aggressive and make sure they go for it?
Fourth down, gotta have it here. Here's the pressure. It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
Dropping back, it's Sellers. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, at this point of the game, the defense now is substituting their personnel. They've got their dime package in the game. There's a lot of DBs out there. They know this offense is going to have to throw the football to climb back in this game.
Back to throw, and he needs to make a play. The throw to the outside is complete. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Fired in there, but incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open. That's why that one fell incomplete.
This time it's complete. When a defense is in zone coverage, Jesse, they want to react. How do you react to a howitzer coming out like that?
Not much you can do because this guy's got a cannon. You saw all the eyeballs on defense on that play. They were waiting and anticipating that throw, but when you've got an arm like that, it's going to be tough to stop that throwaway.
They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30. The Gamecocks racing to the line in a hurry up. Looking downfield on first down. The sure hands, it's Bennett. He'll be out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 24. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. Now looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. This is the game-winning play. Win it or lose it on this field goal attempt. And it's good! The game winner! Guys, if you want to go strictly by the rankings, I guess this was an upset, but to my eyes, we saw two really good teams slug it out, and one of them came out on top.
Yeah, two really good teams. That's
Welcome, everyone, to the home of the LSU Fighting Tigers, Baton Rouge and Tiger Stadium. As we'll see, the number 12 team in the country, the South Carolina Gamecocks, taking on the 8th-ranked team in the land, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. To it for the opening kickoff. Fielded in the end zone. It's Harbor. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. The screen, he can go. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Scanning the field, it's Sellers. Got his man on the right. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Really good offenses are able to attack short. You've got to be able to attack the whole field to make you honor that underneath part, then the intermediate part, and then you take shots down the field. This will loosen up some shots for later in the game.
He's going to run it. The defense sort of hurts this quarterback out of bounds short of the line of scrimmage for a loss. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Creates a little space. Keeps it and gets the first down. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself? And the Gamecocks are in the hurry-up.
Well, this quarterback's athleticism, I think, makes it a little bit easier for you as a head coach when you decide to go for it on fourth down, because if it's not there to throw the ball, his athleticism can just take over. He can go get it himself and keep the drive alive. Really nice job that time by the QB.
The Gamecocks will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Avoids pressure. This time they were able to keep him in check and stop him short of that first down.
Well, it's no wonder this quarterback is getting more and more confident. Not necessarily throwing it, but I think running it. We saw that earlier in this drive, too. On that last play, he's thinking to himself, man, it's been working for me so far. Every time I just tuck it, take off scrambling, something good seems to happen. So that's not going to stop. And I think moving forward, this defense has got to expect him to scramble more often.
This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help. A little screen to the running back. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
And the Gamecocks now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Fires toward the end zone. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
Well, I know that one falls incomplete, but as the head coach, you've got to still love what you've seen from your quarterback early in this game. He's been accurate, in a great rhythm. To start the game 4 for 5, that's pretty good.
On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. That's caught. It's Harbor. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. On fourth down, trying to find his man. Quick completion on the out route. He's out of bounds after the good pickup, and what a way to end the first period. They love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. This is a designed run. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Third and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. Back to throw, it's Sellers. Slips away. And he's dragged down. Here we go on fourth and goal, ground to cover. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. It'll be fourth and goal, and it'll be a tough one. From the gun, looking for a man. He wants it all. Throws into double coverage, and it's picked off.
That is one the quarterback is going to want to have back. It's touchdowns or it's checkdowns once you get down to the red zone. You can't get too aggressive and greedy trying to fit the football into small windows, and as a result, QB throws a pick.
Side, at least you can pile up a bunch of yards if you can move the ball, because it is a long way to the end zone. Going right to work up top. Catch in the middle, it's Anderson. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Death Valley has a well-earned rep of being intimidating. It is nice to be the quarterback, to have everything on your side.
And have everything quiet. It's the loudest place by far that I ever played. I mean, for an entire game, they are on their feet, yelling, screaming. Now listen, we can't play all the words they're yelling, Reese, but they are an intimidating crowd.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. To the air, it's Nussmeier. Unloads to the wideout. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
Looking to throw again. Under fire. Got a man. It's Anderson. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. From the gun, running back on the move. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. Throws to the wideout. And they won't make the connection, going for the big play.
I know it was incomplete, but I'm okay with it. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm going to keep taking shots down the field. I'm going to make him honor that deep ball. I'll hit some of those before the game's over.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Rushes on him. And this is going to be incomplete on third.
And as an offense, you've got such a special talent playing QB. You've got to do a better job protecting him. If you can let this guy set his feet, he can light this defense up.
Hunt is on its way. Wants to return it. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. See what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Wants to throw. It's Sellers. Finds his tight end. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's cut. The Gamecocks headed quickly to the line. On fourth down, going to the air. This time he's got his man. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down. To the air on first down. Buys a little time. Gets away. They use that sideline as a defender and get him out of bounds at the 36.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. They got him at the 42, but he got 5 yards on the play. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. And the Gamecocks will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Unloads to the right. It's complete. Knocked down immediately, but a big gain down to the 45. Making side adjustments here. Wants to throw on 1st down. Quick completion on the out. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. He'll throw it. Fires to the big fella. The Gamecocks pick up the 1st down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Offense picking up steam. 1st and 10 from the 31. Going to throw it over the top of the D. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Back to throw, it's Sellers. Going for it all. Incomplete. They took a shot to wrap up the half and came up empty. And the Gamecocks will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. Coming out with it, it's Brown. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Quick toss to the right. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I mean, I just lost yards on a screen play. How does that happen?
To the air on 2nd down. Flips it out on the screen. He's loose. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. That was just a perfectly choreographed screen. The line got out on time. The running back had a wall in front of him.
And I think the quarterback did a really good job of selling pass and then kind of dodging the pass rush, getting it to the...
It's a seam wide open! And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the 1st down.
This defense is flying around with bad intentions. How about the stick the defender just laid on the tight end?
He wants to throw it again. Quickly complete. No chance to run, but they still move it forward.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early, and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
On the run, it's Durham. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And just a great job by the defense being stout. All right, that's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
The Tigers really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Got his man downfield. It's a running room. Touchdown, LSU! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
I don't know, guys. The way this game's going, the defensive tug-of-war this has been, that might be enough right there. Points have been difficult to come by, but the offense found a way to get it done. Really nice job of execution there on that drive.
And the point after is good. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Harbour. He gets a block. He's got an alley. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown. No guts, no glory. Caught it in the end zone. Didn't hesitate for a millisecond to take that thing back, and boy, did it pay off.
And this is why kickoff returns are so exciting. There's so much space between you and the other team flying down the field. The only time you're going to be provided that much space, and you could tell he knew what to do with that space. Kicked on the Jets by Felicia.
He'll bring it out. It's Brown. He's got great speed. Oh, what vision. There he goes. Open it up. He will score. Touchdown, Tigers. He is headed to the sideline with a little bounce in his step after scoring on that kick return.
And he should have some bounce in his step. How about the effort, weaving in and out, covering all that space, great blocking on the play, and he does the rest. You don't put guys back deep that can't roll. And you could see when he got in the open field, he rolled out.
He'll bring it out. It's Harbor. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Looking for a man. It's Sellers. Quickly complete. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating an explosive play.
Fires to the wideout. Good quickness to grab it off the deflection. That's why everybody has to do the tip drill, DBs and receivers, and it worked out this time for the offense.
That's exactly what you want as a defender. Just get your hand on the football, let that thing bounce, and you see so many big plays made, but it was the opposite. It goes
a shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, South Carolina. They wanted it all, and that is exactly what they got. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And they did make the extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the third.
And he's got that bayou speed, like I run bayou. You can call it whatever route you want to call it, but does a nice job winning at the line of scrimmage, getting behind the DB, runs, catches it right in the end zone. Big play for this offense. Nice throw, nice catch.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Brown. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Looking to throw on first down. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Gets enough for the first down, but not sure they'll get another playoff here in the third quarter. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Looking for a man. It's Nussmeier. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. And it's intercepted. Oh, what a big play in a tie game. Couldn't find much breathing room to return it, but the interception has this offense in business at the 27. Tie game here with just a few minutes to go. Running back searching for a hole. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs, just run positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Smith. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Love the way he didn't just run to a spot. He found the cushion in the zone and got himself open for the 1st down.
Yeah, and you're taught to find that space. You know, don't run right into a zone defender who's sitting there looking at the quarterback and looking at you. So much creativity with routes now and being able to just have subtle moves one way, come back the other way. Nice job by the tight end finding that hole in the zone.
The clock has stopped and we've reached the 2-minute timeout.
And that is a perfect job by this defense. Like, you can give up those little small gains all the way down the field. The clock is your friend. You don't want to give up big plays, don't want to give up those 1st downs, and just make that clock run.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And the defense was locked in. You could tell they saw it. They reacted right away. Got the running back on the ground immediately.
Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Looking downfield, it's Sellers. Wiggles free. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
It's the 4th quarter. Every second counts, right? It's a one-possession game. We're chasing the QB. He scrambles around, does such a great job getting positive yards, keeping this drive alive. We need to score badly. We've got to keep drives alive like this. Wonderful job.
Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks. They move on top here in the 4th.
What a great game, tied late in the ballgame. Who's going to make the big play? They come up with it late, take the lead. Nice execution. It's hard to execute in these moments. People get tight. The score's tied late in the game. I don't want to mess up, but this offense doesn't worry about messing up. They put the ball in the end zone and take the lead.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Brown. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. They'll put this one in play. 1st snap of the drive from the 25. Looking downfield on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Durham. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
Yeah, and this offense knows what it's like. This is the 2-minute drill. We got to keep the pedal to the floor. Nice job getting the 1st down.
Pulls it in. It's Durham. And good coverage by the defense. Just a short gain.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not.
Lost one deep down the right side. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
And this defense knows exactly the spot they're in, man. They are up. They've got their more defensive backs on the field. They're dropping back.
And the ball slipped out. And the defense jumps on it. They get that turnover.
And that's a tough one to swallow, man. You got yourself in a position where you can go tie this football game. You're in a good spot. You're trying to move the ball down the field. Guys trying to make a play. Fumbles the football. Now you got to beg for the defense to somehow give you one more opportunity.
And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's Sellers. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Dropping back, it's Sellers. Pocket breaking down. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. Defense takes a timeout with 30 seconds remaining. The Gamecocks will bring the punt team onto the field. Oh, that's one that can mess with your confidence. That is horrible. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Makes the grab down the left side. And after the pickup, gets to the sidelines to stop the clock and keep this drive going as they try to save themselves late. That last big play has them in position to threaten here. First and 10 from the 37. Unloads to the wideout. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open...
Fires deep toward the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
And this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
First down for this offense. Last chance coming up. Looking to scramble. Gets rid of it. They fought to the bitter end, and the final incompletion puts a wrap on it. It came down to the final quarter. Clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get the close win.
Yeah, Reese, big time.
Welcome, everyone, to the home of the LSU Fighting Tigers, Baton Rouge and Tiger Stadium. As we'll see, the number 12 team in the country, the South Carolina Gamecocks, taking on the 8th-ranked team in the land, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. The Gamecocks will put total leather and will get started. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The give to the back. Oh, out of space. There he goes. The 30. The 10. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, LSU.
And as a coach, you're just hoping your offense can take the field on the first series of the game and create a little bit of momentum, get into a rhythm. How about that running play? Hitting a home run early in this game. You know that's got the sidelines all juiced up.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Looking downfield, it's Sellers. The screen, and watch out. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the defense.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. That's caught. It's Smith. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
Quarterback keeps it. Got a little space. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
You know, we talk about quarterbacks having to make quick decisions, and I think you saw it on that play. Nobody opened downfield, and he just decided to take off.
The Gamecocks will have it 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Pressure coming. With the catch, it's Smith. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And you see tight end matchups all over the field all the time. Now, it used to just be in the red zone. Now, you just find the big fella, you put him in the slot, try to give him the ball as much as possible because you know he can make big plays.
He goes out of bounds right at midfield.
The quick passing game does several things. One, it doesn't let the pass rush get you. Those great defensive linemen, the ball's coming out so fast they can't get there. And then what else? It gets me ahead of the sticks. I don't have to worry about getting in long yardage and predictable situations.
Throws to the wideout. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
You got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you know, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone. He tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Buying some time. They got him for the sack, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
He had nowhere to go with the football. 4th down, you know he wants to make a play. I'd like for him to throw it up, to be honest. Try to give somebody an opportunity to make a play. Who cares if I throw a pick? It's 4th down anyways, but couldn't find anybody to get the ball off. Defense surrounds him, gets him to the ground with the sack.
Looking for room. It's Durham. Got enough for the 1st down. Oh, look out! Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. You're not going to keep the lid on this guy forever. Sooner or later, he's going to get loose.
He is. He's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. I mean, this dude can make plays. That's why you keep feeding it to him, because at some point, he's going to break it loose and make a huge play.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. One snap, and you've got a touchdown on the board. They already have the lead, and they're trying to build it here in the 1st quarter with an onside kick. few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Keeps looking downfield. Broken up, incomplete, and nearly intercepted in the end zone. It'll be second down.
And for a defense, it's not always about sacks, but sometimes it's about getting that quarterback off his spot where he feels very comfortable, and they get him flushed outside of the pocket. And good perimeter defense. He rolls to the right. Everybody's still covering their guys, moving across the field with the QB. Nowhere to go with the football.
To the air, it's Sellers. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
It's hard enough to get this guy on the ground once. That's his second sack of the day. Nice job getting in the backfield, not getting deceived by this guy's speed, because we've seen this QB, man. He can make people miss. Nice job getting him on the ground for the second time today.
Throwing right. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
On fourth down, looking to pass. Fires to the wideout. Converts on fourth down. Still going. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
This defensive coaching staff, they love their secondary, and they love the matchups they have. They believe they've got 5 guys at least back there that can cover one-on-one. You saw a great example of it there on third.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. He's moving out of the pocket. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted.